Hi everybody, today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. My name is Mike Zornick, and today I wanted to do a quick kind of demo of an MVP side project that I've been working on called Flick. So Flick is a project that comes out of running the Elixir Book Club. So inside of the book club, when we finish a book and we want to try to figure out like what the next book is, for the last couple of meetings, we've been running a ranked vote, where basically we come up with a list of potential books, and then we ask the members to kind of list their first preference, their second preference, their third preference, and so on, like up to 5 or so. And then what we do is we kind of assign point values to those preferences, and we kind of tally them up. And that helps us get a kind of consensus across the group for what people are interested in reading next. The additional thing we do is for the individual members who are like active contributors to the book club, so people who show up regularly, they get their vote boosted. So for most people, they get a ranked vote weight of 1.0. If you've like a regular attendee, we give you a 2.0 weight. And so for the last couple times I've done this, I've used Google Forms, and then like I would export the Google form to a spreadsheet, and then I would have to do like kind of a lot of manual like realignment of numbers to kind of get what I wanted to. And it was kind of clunky. And so I ended up building a small little Elixir LiveView app to help me accomplish this. It's called Flick. It's kind of in an MVP status where like it works. It's not particularly sexy, but it does work. And so I thought I'd do a little bit of a demo. So I'm running it here in local dev. This is on the web, which I guess I'll post a link in the description. You can kind of check it out. It'll be a template, so it'll work, but eventually it may not work because we'll put it on like a real domain. But you come in here and you create a ballot. Now for each ballot, you give it a title for the question. You can put in a description with a little bit of markdown to kind of like help explain your possible answers. For us in the book club, we list the books with like hyperlinks to their description so people can kind of follow them up. Then you kind of put your possible answers. So I'm asking for like favorite color. I guess I'll say favorite. Favorite color. And we'll spell favorite, right? That's funny. So we'll say red, blue, and green. And you can see my browser here remembers my history. So you can see this is a demo I've done before. Then you can put in your URL slug. And this is kind of a little thing in the URL that will help people understand what the ballot is. So we'll say favorite color, and I'm going to hit save. And so what this is going to do is it's going to create the ballot, and it's going to put it in a URL with basically we've got /ballot, which is static, favorite color, which is the URL slug, and then some secret value. The thing to keep in mind is one of the goals of like one of the values of the system is that we didn't want to create like an account system. So you can create a ballot without an account. You can vote without an account, which can lead to like vote irregularities if you're trying to like really be like specific, making sure that people like vote and vote, only once and so forth. But for now, it's fine. So you come in here, you create a ballot, and then you kind of see what the current values of it are. You can edit the ballot, and that'll just take you back to the editor. Then you can publish the ballot. Now, once you publish the ballot is available for editing. And so for when you want to invite people to join, you'll give them this URL with just the slug and without the secret. You can like bookmark the URL with the secret for yourself, and then you give this to your other folks. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to open this in a new private window, and I'm just going to say my name is Timmy Tester, and my favorite color is green, then red, then blue, and I will submit my vote, and my vote counted. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do another vote. We'll call it Betty Beta. Now notice that the name is optional. We don't have to fill in the name. And then the preferences themselves, like you do have to pick at least a single preference, like red. If you pick red for a second one, you kind of get a warning that duplicates are not allowed. And that'll kind of force you to choose the other one. You don't have to pick a third preference. Like you can submit it with just 1 and 2, and those will be, counted appropriately. So that's happened, and I'll come back here and I'll refresh my kind of like admin ballot page, and you can see the captured votes. You can see Betty Beta, you can see Timmy Tester, you can see the first preference, second preference, and third preference with the number of points. Currently, we will, if you give us, you can give us as many options as you want, possible answers as you want, but we always limit the ranked votes to 5 currently, so you can't submit more than that. So first preference will always be 5 points down to 1 point. Also notice that so red right now has 9 points, and that's because Betty Beta has red as her first preference, and Timmy Tester has red as his second preference, and so 5 plus 4 is 9. But we can kind of come in here and we can say Betty is a rank of 2. And I can see red is 14 points. And should you observe people voting more than once and putting in their name more than once, potentially you could just mark them as 0 and their vote doesn't count. And that's basically it for now. There are other kind of things that I need to fix and consider adding to this. But this is kind of like MVP. And it works, and we're currently doing the ballot for the next Elixir Club book choice. So I'm anxious to see how it works out for that. But yeah, that's kind of the demo. What's next? So I'm planning to write a couple of blog posts to kind of extract a couple of coding patterns that I liked coming out of this project. And then for actually the project itself, my plan is to kind of do a UX pass. So right now this is built with primarily core components coming out of the Phoenix template. I like to sit down and design this and give it an actual identity, and also increase the homepage and kind of create a section there that kind of talks about what ranked voting is and why it's helpful and some use cases, and then how people kind of create ranked votes. This isn't a product. I'm not going to be selling it. It's just kind of like a open source kind of tinker place for me to solve an issue that I've been running into within my own book club, as well as kind of play around with some different Elixir and LiveView features and frameworks and things of that nature. But yeah, I really thank you for your time and your attention in watching the demo. If you've ever done a ranked vote and you've used a tool, I would love to hear about it. Kind of understand what you are looking for and what you liked about your existing tool, and maybe what you did not like about your existing tool. That would be very helpful. Or if you want to try it out, definitely feel free to reach out. But yeah, I mean, this is it. It feels really cool. It feels cool to be shipping something. I feel like I started a couple big projects over the last 2 or 3 years, and a lot of them actually shipped. And so getting something to MVP and actually using it for myself feels really exciting, and I'm really happy about that. But cool. Well, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.